Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Alicia and I am so happy that you decided to click on my video. So today is the day. Today is the day of the Oscars and pretty excited. So I don't know if we'll get to watch any, but I wanted to share just a few of my favorite movies. These are just a handful of them, not very many, but I really like Ip Man, which is a martial arts movie, and it's just an incredible style of dancing. It's called Wing Chun, and it is, if you like Bruce Lee movies, then you'll definitely like this. It's just a pretty cool storyline. They have 3 movies. The first one is absolutely my favorite, and the second one is pretty good too. They're all good, but the first one is just like amazing. Well, my second favorite movie, and these aren't in any particular order by any means, but my second favorite movie is Sweet Home Alabama, and I like that movie a lot just because it's a rom-com. So it is full of twists and surprises. Some of the stuff is kind of predictable, but it's just a real feel-good movie. Melanie is a designer in New York, and she has to come back to Alabama and just top some loose ends before she can actually like move forward with her life. And just the journey of that movie is kind of amazing. It'll make you laugh, it'll make you cry, all the things in between. So that's another one of my favorites. The next one I like is Shrek. Shrek is a classic. It's a cartoon, but it is so funny. All of the Shreks are funny. And I just, you know how you get like a sequel to movies and you think, man, they should have just stopped at, you know, like the first one or the second one. Like, no, they are all equally hilarious. So, especially on the third one, I always joke with Brennan if he does something for me, but like, I love you, daddy. The little boy that was in there. So that's the funny part. But Shrek is so good. Princess Fiona and all that. You probably seen Shrek. Eddie Murphy is the voice of Donkey. So it's just a funny series of cartoons, but animated movie, I should say. So if you hadn't watched that, I recommend it as well. The next movie that I really like is One Night with the King, and this movie is based off of the book of Esther. So with it, it's just beautifully written. Cinematography is amazing, and the wardrobe is beautiful. They cast like the perfect people, so I would recommend that. Again, it's based off of Esther from the Bible, but just how it's written and portrayed is phenomenal. That's one that never gets old. It's a classic. The next movie that I really like is Clueless. And that movie is funny. It's a comedy, and it is, I like it because of the message in it. Although it's kind of like, you know, Elle's sorority girl and her boyfriend, who she was hoping that would become her fiance, has like moved off, started this life that she doesn't fit in, so she's kind of like deemed as the fun girl, but in reality she's very smart. In that movie, she's defined the odds of people not believing in her and thinking, you know, you can never get into law school and all this stuff, and she goes to law school and totally kicks butt while still being herself. So that one has a message within the message of the movie. You can do anything that you set your mind to, and even when you get into positions that you worked hard to get into, you don't have to change who you are. You can still bring a little bit of your flair into what you're doing. So that's a good movie. See, another one is The Devil Wears Prada. That movie is so good, and I could watch it over and over and over and over. So in that movie, we always think about the bosses who are hard and mean, and Miranda, you know, is that scary, but very well put together, but just cutthroat. So in the movie, you see the main character develop into this confident, self-assured woman, and as she begins to kind of like learn herself, she learns how to dress, and she learns kind of some tough lessons of that you can still take the job, but don't, conform to that job or become what other people deem that you should be. Like, keep to your morals and your integrity, and you can be successful without being a jerk to everybody. So that was a good movie. Another good movie that I liked is Facing the Giants. That is a movie of faith. It's like every possible thing that could go wrong went wrong in this story, and just to see like God through it. This is a faith-based movie, and to see God like show them through it, and even to bring encouragement. I always like cry like a baby when I watch that, and it's just the incredible scenes of when the older gentleman comes in to bring forth encouragement, which is like directly after a prayer that was prayed. And then the second thing is when Coach was talking to the team and just how the players were so discouraged, and how he was saying, "Are you going to give me everything and not give up?" And he blindfolded one of the players that was on the team that's the leader, and had him to do like a death crawl or bear crawl, I don't know what you call it. But he had to crawl across the yard lines, well, basically across the field, half the length of the field is what he was told, carrying another player on his back. And as he's like crawling, it's hard, and he's struggling, and he's wanting to give up, and he's saying, I can't do it. And Coach just tells him, don't quit, don't give up, don't give up. And at the end, when he looks up, he actually made it into the end zone. So he carried like 140 or 60 pound kid across the field on his back, and all the other kids are just standing there in disbelief, one, that he could do it. So it just spoke to, you are stronger than what you think you are. You can do more than what you think you can do. Don't limit yourself, and don't get so caught up in looking at everybody else and what they have and what they're doing, and feel like you can't win or you can't succeed. Like, your success is contingent upon, one, your belief in God and your faith in God and yourself, but also that you keep pushing and not giving up, even in the face of adversity, or even when things get tough, that you continue to push forward. So that's another one of my favorites. I like The Lion King. That's another movie. I like the first one. The other ones are really good too, but the first one is my favorite. That's a movie that I watched as a kid. I remember my grandmother had bought this, like a subscription service, and it was like all these movies. It was pretty cool. I lived with my grandma from like the 6th grade up until the 10th grade when she passed away, and she would always kind of get me stuff because we lived in the country. So it's not that you could get bored there, but I mean, it wasn't a whole lot going on. I had some cousins that lived next door, but that was just kind of something I look forward to, is getting those movies in the mail. And so anyway, Lion King was one of those. And I remember I used to sit there like every night and just like watch TV in the living room and just be singing and just crying and everything else. So it was just a cool time. So Lion King is definitely one of my favorites. So that's pretty much it. I like other movies. I'm trying to we're in the middle of kind of like trimming down our collection of movies. So I have some older movies and things like that, like classic movies. Anything with Audrey Hepburn is like gold. We have like Brown Sugar, which I always like. We use lines like the one-liners. Mos Def is in there, and Queen Latifah cooks some food, and he said their food was nutritious and delicious. So we kind of like those kind of movies stick with you. But that's just my small list of movies in preparation for the Oscars. A movie that I really liked is nominated, which is Little Women. So that one. What else? Did we see The Joker? No, we didn't see that. We saw Little Women though, or I saw it. Brennan didn't watch it. Yeah. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoy leave a comment below if you've seen any of the movies that I mentioned, or if you have some suggestions of movies that are really good that you think I should check out. I like a lot of the period piece movies, or I say TV shows. I'll have to do another one on TV shows just to kind of show you, like, or tell you like what type of TV shows that I watch. Braveheart is another movie. That one is like, man, it's like a war movie, and it's really good. It has a lot of kind of like low points and sad points, but it's good. Cold Mountain is a good movie, and it's got Nicole Kidman and some more people. That was good. And when in that movie, I can tell you, I always wanted to like get some goat meat and test it out, since that lady had the goats and cooked it. I was like, man, that goat meat looks good, but that's neither here nor there. The power of movies and how they can influence you to do things, want to eat things, or sample out things that you normally wouldn't want to eat. But anyway, hope you enjoyed this video. I will catch you on the next one, and until next time, peace.